Fala galera, sejam bem-vindos ao canal Gasores e vamos aí dar continuidade, né, à nossa gameplay de GreedFall. A gente no último vídeo fez, né, a missão do alquimista e aí depois viemos para fazer a missão principal, mas aí a gente descobriu que um dos tripulantes, né, do navio desapareceu e a gente vai ter que encontrar, né, ele antes de sairmos na nossa aventura. Tá, eu vou ter que vir aqui pra taverna, né? Então, a taverna é só a gente subir aqui e seguir aqui em frente.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table.
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Tá, beleza. Pra onde agora? Tá, pra lá não é só. Só vim por aqui. isso mesmo, né? Então eu posso vir por aqui. Tá, eu viro aqui. Tá, é naquela casa, né, que a gente já passou por lá. Essa aqui. A gente já veio aqui.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Ah, agora eu falo com aquela velha lá em cima.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Será?
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Tá bom. Tá bom, eu vou... Vou fingir que eu acredito. Tá, agora eu vou voltar lá pro navio. Tá, mas... Sei não, cara. Isso tá muito estranho.
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Be back soon, Captain.
Tá. Pera aí, galera. Muita calma nessa hora.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to... I'm still without...
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Ai, mano, mais duas missões. Meu Deus do céu.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stuff. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, We did catch ourselves a smuggler just a
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
in the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemy's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able
vamos
to
lá.
help us?
Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui no mapa.
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Tá, isso aqui, galera, é tudo missão secundária, né? É. Tá, vamos aqui primeiro. Que tá perto.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing... Ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an...
Take away the risk and halve the...
But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer...
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And certain...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the North?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance. Via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its cost.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
E lá vamos nós de novo.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Bilhete para a empregada. Gostaria que você preparasse algumas refeições e as levasse para os armazéns que temos no canal. O meu marido terá que trabalhar lá com seu escrivão e seus homens por alguns dias. Então faça comida suficiente para todos e seja discreta. Não queremos que outras famílias saibam sobre o que está
This
acontecendo.
document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Tá, eu não falo com essa velha mais não, né? Beleza, agora então. Tá. A treta agora é pra cá, né?
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Tá, beleza. Aqui. Nesse aqui não tem ninguém. Não. Tá, o outro é pro outro lado. Pra cá, não é?
To my help! And death to the other! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Tá, beleza. Tá, antes de eu entrar ali, aqui, deixa eu ver um negócio aqui. Tá, eu não posso. Tá, beleza. Botas. Esse dá 140. Vai pra 100. Ah, tem que ter agilidade. Eu não tenho agilidade. Tá, eu preciso upar as habilidades para poder usar, né, essas. Para poder upar o personagem. Tá, aqui eu dei a volta, não, aqui é outro lugar, não é? Não. Ué. Andar inferior. Tá, tem alguma coisa aqui embaixo ainda que a gente não fez.
It's not possible just now. Locked.
Who are you?
My name is Desardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
I'm extremely sorry to have to tell you this, Jonas. He preferred to fight to the death rather than allow you to leave. He left me no choice.
How tragic. The poor man. What madness overcame him? And the woman, my mother. She'll be all alone now.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Tem uma coisa aqui no chão? Não. Não tem. Então... Tá ali, eu preciso da gasoa para abrir. Então agora acho que finalmente a gente vai partir aí, né, para nossa aventura. Não, a gente tem que fazer essa outra missão aqui ainda. Ih, lasqueira. Tá, vamos...
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
E a reputação só vai caindo. Tá, precisa de gás para abrir.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
To my help! And death to the others!
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Feito. Beleza, feito. Tá, aqui eu preciso da... Não, aqui dá pra saquear. Galera, vamos... direto pro que interessa. As missões secundárias a gente faz... talvez em outro vídeo, não sei, mas vamos que senão a gente vai perder. A gente já tá perdendo bastante tempo já.
Madam, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor? We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Tá.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly, but keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Tá, eu tenho algumas missões secundárias pra fazer. Não sei se essas missões que a gente não fez vão afetar, né, o nosso gameplay mais pra frente. Mas vamos partir aí.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Norts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Norts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Ah, tá, tem uma escadinha aqui. Beleza.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Eita!
Watch out! Take a step back!
Ih, vai pro saco. Ah tá, e você vai conseguir matar ela, né? O... Tem que ser de longe, mano, porque de perto não dá não. Nossa, tem 2 balas. Eu achei que seria mais difícil, mas por enquanto até que tá de boa. Tá acabando. Acabou. Até que foi fácil. Achei que seria mais difícil.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Então, tá. E por aqui vamos ficando, galera. Então, valeu, falou e até o próximo vídeo.